Alright, hey, what's going on? It's Ben here, bringing to you an Aggro Magmar, which is, it's, definitely jumping on the hype train now. Yeah, ever since the Blistering Scorn came out, just, Magmar's just insane with Blistering Scorn, that's for sure. Anyway, let's see what's going down here. I'm going to use the Flash Reincarnation, probably don't need a Dark Tide Frenzy. I do believe next turn I will be playing the Tegete, so let's get rid of this young Slither. This turn I'll definitely get rid of a Chakra Avatar, or I could just use the Saber Spine Tiger, but it's kind of fortunate that I got rid of that young Slither, because that would have been perfect if I just played the Saber Spine Tiger and young Slither. Actually, the Saber Spine Tiger is a lot better, right? Yeah, because the damage is not that important just yet, so let's just drop down the Tiger here. Oh yeah! I'll probably get rid of the Dire Tide Frenzy next turn. Actually, no, I want to keep it because I have a Saber Spine Tiger and the Dire Tide Frenzy combo. But I guess we'll have to check out what he drops down now. So otherwise, this deck is very similar to the aggro decks I've been running previously with Magmar. Have the Flash Reincarnations and the classic 5 4-drops with the Sunsteel Defender because they can get out of control. So you have the best 4-drops in the game. Although Sunsteel Defender may not be the best 4-drop in the game, but if you put it down the board, it can get really out of control, just like the Owl Beast Sage, interestingly enough. Woo! 2 spells. Alright, this Owl Beast Sage is actually out of control already. This actually doesn't happen very often, but I guess the possibility is not unlikely. But I can actually get rid of it, funnily enough. Although it's not exactly a play that I want to make. So I can actually get rid of the Owl Beast Sage without losing a single bit of mana. Oh yeah, I can get rid of it pretty efficiently, and then next turn I do have a Tegete, so there's no need to worry. So let's get rid of a Flash. It seems like it's not the useful card that it is normally. But otherwise, yes, so I'm going to deal 3 damage with my General, and then 5 with the Saber Spine Tiger, and the Dire Tide Frenzy. Actually, the Dire Tide Frenzy does more, right? I made a mistake. I thought that the Saber Spine Tiger and Dire Tide Frenzy combo does 5. It actually only does 4. A good thing I caught onto that before I actually made a play, because that would be very embarrassing. Although this is already embarrassing that I kind of messed up here. But I think it's better to use the Saber Spine Tiger and Dire Tide Frenzy than using the War Beast. At least I got rid of that. So next turn I do have the potential for a 4-drop and the Overload, which is really nice. And then the War Beast on the following turn, so it's even better. Kaido Assassin. Welcome. Aw, isn't Tegete just excellent? He puts the backstab on Tegete, but he doesn't take damage for Tegete, but he takes damage for his own backstab. Tegete is definitely really cheap. Backstabs don't work on Tegete. But alright, so let's just drop the Tegete. Nothing wrong with Tegete. And then I have the War Beast to follow up with. So I'm feeling very strong about this position over here. And let's just pile on damage here. I'm not afraid of you. King of the North. Oh, I can even put on more damage with the claws. But yeah, he's going to have to deal with the Tegete. And if he can't, then I win. But, I'm not too optimistic because everybody has Onyx Bear Seal, right? Oh, this deck is a little bit stranger because he does run the Kaido Assassin as well as the Chakra Avatar. So, I guess this is a more minion-based spell song high. Oh yeah, this is an Arcanist high because he has the Owl Beast Sage. I'm not too big of a fan of that deck because, the Owl Beast Sage has to come down turn 4, which is a little bit late, actually. Because turn 4 cards, they have to be either really strong or have some kind of media effect, and that doesn't really work out with the Owl Beast Sage because you need, not only does it, well, it does have a media effect in that it can make itself into a big body, but that doesn't really do much. That's brutal. I can heal 7 actually. Pretty insane. Whoa! Killing Edge, my man, stop it! You're doing way too much damage. If I get Primus Fist, I win, right? Right now I have 12, so if I get Primus Fist, then I win. If not, then I need to deal with this and then remove these guys. Alright, I guess I'll get rid of the claws. If I have an amplification, that'll work out, but no, I have to deal with this Kaido Assassin now. Alright, so the War Beast is definitely coming down here. Taking out... okay, I'm running out of time! Let me back up, and then I'm going to flash out the Shield Puppet Dragon just so I don't take any more damage than I need to. And that's it. Yeah, it's not too great, but you know, it's the only thing I can really do right now. I guess I ran off cards, but man, that backstab was so huge. It's pretty good, I'd say. Pretty good play. I guess I need another War Beast if I want to win. Ooh, Lantern Fox. I guess he has an inner focus. Does he have lethal here? Maybe. That's pretty insane. Man, coming down to the last card in his hand, Phoenix Fire. Wow, that's really tense battle. Even though it only lasted like 4 turns, that was really intense. Alright, let's get rid of that Saber Spine Tiger. You definitely want your slow cards to be played out first. So Primus Fist, next turn I do have a follow-up with the Earth Sister Tegeti. And I'll get rid of this Elucidator, not really a thing that I need to worry about. Young Slither, maybe I should get rid of that with the Elucidator. Yeah, I don't like having this opening as a second player because it just shouts out like the play that you want to make. Well, I guess it is the better play than just dropping something next to this Mana Spring. But it says less if you just drop it next to this Mana Spring. Most likely people, I guess, will go for a Mana Spring. It's hard to say really, but I don't like this play because this definitely shows that you are very, very interested in grabbing a Mana Spring, so people can plan accordingly. So his 5 mana play should be a Grincher then. I don't think a Dancing Blades would be his 5 mana play. Yeah, I would assume that he has Grincher because there isn't really many other 5 mana plays unless he wants to put a Spirit Harvester, but that doesn't really make much sense. But it seems like I made it difficult for him to make his play, so that's good. Amp it up! Well, that was pretty gross, if I do say so myself. I have a Elucidator to get rid of that, but that's not exactly an efficient trade. I could use a Tegeti to get rid of it. Not really a play that I want to make. I think I'll get rid of a Dire Tide Frenzy. I can't use it with anything else anyway. Hopefully I get Primus Fist here so I can get rid of it with a clean trade. Saber Spine Tiger is okay as well. I don't think the Tegeti can get rid of an egg. Does it? I don't think so. I guess I would just be using a Saber Spine Tiger to get rid of that. It's kind of inefficient, but it is a play that I'm going to have to make. And let's just make my slow approach. I do have a superior board position, so I'm not too worried about this. He only got a 3 health lead by putting down Elucidator, so I think this is definitely fine. And I used 2 cards to get rid of it, so he used 1 card to deal 7 damage. Not bad. We'll deal 3 damage because he dealt 4 damage to himself as well, so not that great. Unfortunately, he's going to get the War Beast out before me, so hopefully he can't deal with the Tegeti. Be really great if he just trades into the Tegeti. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be a play he makes. Woo! You're taking a lot of damage, my man. Not that much. It's like 6. Ugh. Another Elucidator. That's pretty crazy. But now I have a Blistering Scorn, so I'm definitely going to drop one of those down. Next turn I do want to put down a War Beast, or potentially a Tegeti, so let's get rid of one of the Blistering Scorns. I don't see myself using another one next turn. If I hit him, does this set up lethal for him? Can't really tell, but I think I still have lethal even if I don't hit him. So I won't hit him, since I don't need it to have lethal. Let's see if he has 9 damage from hand. That's a little bit unlikely. Just a little bit unlikely. A War Beast would be pretty insane. Oh yeah. I guess he has an Earth Sphere. No Earth Sphere? Oh, Healing Mystic. I still have lethal though. Now I don't have lethal. Earth Sphere is pretty insane. Oh, he didn't attack. That's a surprise to me. I'll just make my leave then. I'll just drop a Tegeti here and flash out a Sunsteel Defender. It's kind of aggressive for a person that has Earth Spheres, am I right? Yeah, I would actually much prefer this wasn't an amplification because I can't really use it with my cards right now. I guess my deck in particular doesn't really work well with amplification, but I just think the amplification is it's not very useful. It's extra 2 health, but in reality you need to do at least 1 damage, so it's only like 1 extra health, but it's so situational. Oh, that's hilarious. You have to put the overload afterwards. Look at this guy. Alright, well I have lethal, so that's good, that's great. He should have at least backed up. But it's no biggie, it's no biggie. No biggie for me at least. Woo! Lethal! Yeah! Well, let's get rid of the Saber Spine Tiger. It looks like the classic Blistering Scorn with the Amplification combo. This is like the only case where Amplification is a little bit better than the other card. And this is like a tiny difference. Even though in this case it's actually pretty major, because if he wants to use Cryogenesis, he's going to have to stack both his units on the board into this, which is pretty good, but otherwise Amplification is pretty much meh. I don't even know what the other card's called. What is it called? I don't remember, but you can put on Saber Spine Tiger before hitting, which is a lot better. Yeah, Amplification is not really an immediate effect unless you have a Blistering Scorn, so I'm not a big fan of it. It's not as versatile, even though it's not like strong enough to justify the versatility. Yeah, that's pretty weak, I'd say. Yeah, he's going to have to sack both of the guys in, unless he wants me to use a Dire Frenzy, which I'm totally fine with doing. Oh no, he has the... Oh yeah, that's fine. Well, I'm just going Protectless Blistering Scorn then, because I feel like that is a huge mistake. No need to let him keep a Snow Chaser around to mess with my Blistering Scorn here. And I'll steal a Mana Screen because it looks like you want to take it, so... I'm going to keep these cards, they're pretty nice. Immediate effects. Maybe the Primus Fist is a little bit weak. I guess I'd rather have some sort of proactive play than a Primus Fist. Blistering Scorn, don't want to kill my own Blistering Scorn really, so I'll probably get rid of that Blistering Scorn. Actually, it doesn't matter because it's going to die this turn anyway, right? Probably die. He's going to need a Blistering Scorn of his own if he wants stuff to get done. But the Sunsteel Defender sticks around, so that's pretty gross. Oh yeah. I should get rid of a Dire Frenzy, although this guy seems very familiar. Is he the Carol that I played earlier? Is running Snow Chasers? That's pretty insane. I wonder what else he runs. Is this a Tempo Vanar? Well, yeah, it's obviously Tempo Vanar. Because all Vanars are Tempo now. That's a surprise. I wonder what he'll play. 2 mana. Arthur, okay, that's pretty insane. But that means he's not really playing proactively. So, he's in a weak position. Because now I can practically put down a Sunsteel Defender, which with no contest. Okay, let's get rid of Blistering Scorn. Well, actually, next turn I'm going to have 6 mana. I might actually want to develop a Blistering Scorn instead of a Young Slither. It's going to be a small difference, but I think it's worthwhile. Puppet Dragon, okay. Well, I'm going to put the Sunsteel Defender over here, play around Dancing Blades a little bit. Because he probably runs Dancing Blades. And then I have this combo, which is nice. I guess I'm going to have to decide whether I want to remove the Shield Puppet Dragon next turn. I think I want to remove the Shield Puppet Dragon because it's only really good in early game. Okay, he has a Repulsor Beast for some reason. That's really odd. He's also running the wrong direction if he's using Repulsor Beast, because now he's running towards my Sunsteel Defender. It doesn't really make much sense. Alright, Blistering Scorn is useless. Let's get rid of the Puppet Dragon. I don't think it's going to be a card I want to play. Sunsteel Defender number 2. Oh yeah. I probably should have kept the Shield Puppet Dragon in this case, but you know, it's not a big deal, I would say. Yeah, this is just perfect. It's a lot of damage, that's for sure. Amplification. Now Amplification is almost useful, except I have anti-synergy with the Sunsteel Defenders. Another Hailstorm Prisoner or something? Aspect of the Fox. It's reduction of 1 attack, so it's not really worth it, I would say. It's also almost lethal, right? 9, 10, 11, 12. So I do have lethal set up. Yeah. Yeah, if this was not Amplification, I'd have complete lethal next turn. Gross. Alright, Flash Freeze? Sure, why not? Don't really want Amplification. Actually, wait a minute. Do I have lethal? 14 damage. Alright, I've got lethal. Alright, let's check it out. Everything is important. Yeah, this is so much lethal. But it would have been easier if I did not have Amplification. Twin Fane would have been also fine, actually. But that's only good when you're ahead, so I don't really like Twin Fane. Alright, hey, welcome to the end of the video. That was Aggro Magmar, and it was a little bit weird because I put in Amplification for some reason. I thought it was pretty weak compared to just putting in the regular card, which I don't seem to remember, but it's just a 1 mana spell that buffs up your minions +2/+2, which I think is much better because you have a lot of situations where you want the immediate effect. Amplification requires some kind of board presence, or you need to have a high mana like usage with like your Blistering Scorn and stuff on the board. So I don't think it really worked out that well. The only case where I'd want some kind of self-damaging mechanism is really with the Twin Fanes, but I don't have Twin Fanes and I didn't put it in there because it's a little bit situational. You need to be ahead on board to use it anyway, so it doesn't really make much sense to use Blistering Scorn with the Twin Fanes. But Blistering Scorn by itself is already really good, so you don't really need exactly those synergies for it to work out. But otherwise, you know, it's pretty insane. Just replace the Blood Tier Alchemist of the Blistering Scorn. Having a 3 mana play with Magmar is super, super great, although you might not want to put it on turn 3, but it's nice to have the option. But otherwise, if you want to check out some more Duelyst action, be sure to click here on the left. Oh man, I only have one hand, so... And subscribe! I'll see ya!